Good morning and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen all over the world. My name is Craz-e. How's it going? Let me know inside the comments. Today, here, we got Call of Duty Black Ops 3. That is right, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, be aware, there's not going to be any gameplay that I know of that I'm going to add inside this video, or have it all inside this video. It's not the core concept. If you read the title, the core concept is to let you know how the multiplayer menu works and all that kind of stuff. For if you're looking to get, or if you just want to kind of see stuff, I don't know. It's your own use. I'm sure people have uses for a little bit of everything. So, yeah. I kind of sort of wanted to look and see how everything operated when I wanted to get this game, but you know what? I just free-falled it. Yeah, that sounds good. Good enough. P for participation. So, as you've seen, I was inside the main menu, and now I'm inside here. So, what did I want to say? Yeah, I was in the main menu, and then from the main menu, you go to here, multiplayer, of course. It's going to be slightly different for consoles, but same kind of sort of core concept. I don't think that there's a chat thingamajigger for consoles, but, yeah, quote me if I'm wrong. It's starting from the bottom. Now we're here. Now starting from the bottom, and then we'll go up. With buttons, you have your back button. You have your click chat little filter thingy. You have your settings to filter channels and prefix and all that kind of stuff. I have no idea how that works. I've never really looked into it. Then you have your menu. You open that, you get to your menu. You have social. You open that, you go to your friends and all that kind of stuff, recent players. You click this little arrow down at the bottom right corner, right below where my head should be. I have no idea if it's still going to be there, but I'm pretty sure it should be right above there. And then this opens up every single player that's inside here. It opens up the, what's it called? Your emblem, your calling card, your level. Underneath all that, all stacked up right there, the player, you can click on them. And that's for everybody that's inside your lobby. I think that it works the same exact as multiplayer. Trying to keep it quick because I want to make another video. Excuse me, today. And then just hit that to go back, or you could hit the back button going up from the bottom. You can have you are the party leader, or what's normally say the party leader. Party privacy, and then it says like friends only, everyone, all that kind of stuff. You have the store, which depending on what you're on, it will take you to different things. Take you to the store menu, which shows everything that you can buy as downloadable content. You have theater, which if you don't know about Call of Duty and how that works, whenever you play a game, it is recorded and then it is saved into your theater for a certain amount of time, and you could save it on it like for sure, that way it doesn't get rid of it, or you could just have it there and wait till it goes away. Theater, you could watch that, do that, kind of sort of do your own thing. That's what I'll be using if I show any gameplay, because my FPS gets quite bad when I record with fraps on here. It's already at like 20, so it's pretty bad already. FREERUN, I'll go over that. Then I'll just leave it there. Go over that then. Custom games. It's your own match. You can invite friends. You have all the weapons. I'll be using that to go over weapons and all that kind of stuff. Arena, that's kind of sort of like your, what's it called? League play or whatever it is for Black Ops 2, if you're familiar with that from Black Ops 2. That's kind of sort of what that is. And you have public match. You go into public match. You have find match, you have create a class. This class shows you only the stuff that you have online for multiplayer. Then you have your specialist, which I'll go over, your score streaks, which I'll go over, and then black market. Click on black market. This is kind of sort of like if you're familiar with advanced warfare. It kind of like that, but this is only aesthetic things that you can get from here. So only like emblems, new camouflages for your guns, all that kind of stuff. That's only from here. I'll go back one more, and then you have custom games, which I'll get into. I'll quickly show FREERUN. FREERUN, you have your different runs and stuff. It's the new type of, well actually it's just brand new to Call of Duty. You just run, You wall run, do all these kinds of obstacle courses and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of fun. I actually like it. First one is your, what's it called? It's beginner, but it's your tutorial. That's it. It's your tutorial. And then go back, go to custom games, and I'll go over everything now. So starting with this is just setup game, start game. No different. You go into here, you have your bots, game rules, map, and mode. You can change all that freely as you wish. I'm not going to get into that because that's the same with any game. Let's go into create a class. So I'll use class number 1 as a demonstration. Going through with submachine guns, you have first starting is the Craz-e, which is one of my favorite submachine guns, honestly, and it's a pretty good submachine gun. It's a fully automatic submachine gun, and it has a steady fire rate with balanced recoil. It's its own gun, and it's good with stuff like long barrel or foregrip is very nice and important to keep it for more long range. Same with the long barrel, and then extended mag's nice. That way you don't have to worry about reloading. The VMP, it's a fully automatic submachine gun. It shoots pretty fast. I have experience with this one also, same with the Craz-e, and it is a very, as it says, versatile weapon with a high fire rate and a magazine capacity with moderate recoil. It's actually not that bad of a machine gun. I recommend that. I recommend the Craz-e. You can try both of them. The Weevil, I think I might have, yeah, I have tried it. This is kind of sort of like the P90, if you're familiar with the P90 from either older Call of Duties or just in general the P90. This is kind of like the futuristic type version of it, but it's not exactly like the P90. You're going to have to just check it out. It's just the same similarities. It's like a submachine gun. It has the top magazine, top rail where the iron sights are. 2 kind of grips, I guess, technically. Yeah, I'll just go with that. What does it say? Large magazine capacity with modest damage. It's not a bad gun. Just, if you don't take my word for all this stuff, everybody's different. They got their own guns. So when you get the game, this is just kind of summing it up for what guns look like and all that kind of cool stuff. And you'll have to figure out your own gun. The Vesper, it's basically the Scorpion, if you're familiar with the Scorpion from Black Ops 2. This is the Scorpion inside this game. It's a submachine gun with the fastest fire rate of them all, and of course you can still put rapid fire on it, because you know, that's nice. It's a meh type of gun. I don't really mind it that much. I don't have much experience with it. And then the FREERUN is a burst gun, which I don't have very much experience with either. So, I couldn't really give you a word on that, do I? No, I do have experience with this gun. I used most of the submachine guns. I think I might have used that, and I for sure didn't use that. So, this gun, it's not a bad gun. I don't mind most of the burst guns inside this game. It's not like the, what's it called? Forget the name of it now. It's not like the burst gun that's in Black Ops 2. I forget what it's called. But it's not like that. It's its own gun, and it's pretty good. The Razorback, I have absolutely no experience with this at all. I never used it in this game yet. Apparently it has the best accuracy in the class and is ideal for mid-range engagements. It's the last gun, so I'm guessing that it's actually not that bad, but yeah, keep it to yourself and you can check that guns and which one fits you the best whenever you get the game. The KN-44 is like the AK. As we get into assault rifles, it's more of Call of Duty's AK. Futuristic, more type of AK. And kind of sort of like a lot of the AKs that they're testing in Russia, kind of sort of like that. I guess if you're familiar with that at all. I don't really like it, but a lot of other people do. It's a first gun that you get. Pretty nice. The XR2 is a 3-round burst assault rifle. The burst cycles automatically when you hold the trigger, so it's basically like a fully automatic if you want it to be, just it has a short delay after every 3 bursts. It's my favorite gun. I've been using it and I'm pretty good with it. It's, what rank am I? I think I'm rank 4 or something with it right now, and I just got the game Sunday or Saturday. I just started playing Sunday, and yeah, it's pretty fun. I like it. It's a good gun if you're looking more for that accuracy. The HVK-30, which it's a good gun. I guess if people are good with it, I'm not very good with it. But there's a lot of people that are good with it, so be sure to check that out. That's kind of sort of like the Black Ops 3's version of the M27, I guess you could say. I'm not bad with it, but it's not my favorite kind of gun. Be sure to check that one out, though. It is a good gun. I'm just not good with it, or like it that much. The ICR-1. It's a full auto assault rifle, modest damage with minimum recoil. It's one of my favorite guns. I don't know what it's exactly like. It's like a gun, and it goes bang bang. I don't really know what to say about it other than good gun. It's another gun that's kind of sort of like the M27, but I'm actually good with this gun, and I like it quite some. Now, the gun that I might remind you of is the Commando a little bit, if you are familiar more with Black Ops 1. The main O-War is a slower fire rate. It kind of reminds me of the Scar, if you're familiar with the Scar from Black Ops 2. Kind of reminds me of that. It's pretty strong damage, and got that correct, and it has a slow fire rate. So rapid fire wouldn't be a bad improvement, and if you wanted to maybe put a grip or something on it, it's a good gun. I think it's good, for sure. The Scheibe, sounds like a German name, Scheibe, is a semi-automatic marksman rifle, or marksman assault rifle. It eliminates enemy infantry in 2 shots. This is like the FAL. If you're familiar with the FAL from both games, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, this is what that is. Just Black Ops 3's version. And I love the FAL, and I was amazing with the FAL and all the other Call of Duties, but this one, I'm no longer as good with the FAL. Now, that might be because so many people are basically flying around, sliding around, and being extremely fast, so that accuracy kind of penetration, the accuracy that is required for it is dwindled down quite some, I guess is the right word to phrase it. I'm not sure. But people are fast moving, a lot of stuff's fast moving, and this just basically is out of the story and out of the line for me anymore. I need stuff like the XR, which comes with both accuracy and everything else. I don't know, it's just kind of my favorite. I've been best with it, better than the KN-44 and the HVK. The ICR, when I unlock that, I don't currently have it unlocked, I'm only rank 6, but when I do unlock it, that would be one that I would like to use also, because I'm not that bad with that, according to my against the bots type of thing. The M8A7, if you played Black Ops 2, you're familiar with the M8A1, and this is more Black Ops 3's version. It's A7, which I'm guessing for a more advanced level. It progressed from different ranks like M8A2, M8A3, M8A4, so on and so forth, until they get to A7, which is this model. And it has its similarities. I had never used it, or I think I might have used it once, but otherwise I never really used it. I'm guessing that it's a pretty good gun. It has a high fire rate, and a cycle of fire rate with minimum recoil. Trying to read it, but not being very successful. It's a decent gun so far that I know of. I never really got to use it online, and I for sure never used it online, but I might have used it against the bots. I wouldn't be too sure about that though. Going into shotguns, we have the KRM 264, and this is like Black Ops 3's Remington. If you remember, is it called the Remington? think it's called the Remington on Zombies for Black Ops 2. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, if you know what I'm talking about, that's what this is technically, but it has the nice wide shot. It's a one-shot kill at close quarters, so it's really nice, but the pump action I find to be really slow. I don't use shotguns very much though, but that's the first one that you get, so I ended up trying it eventually. This is the 205 Brecci. It's a semi-automatic shotgun, reliable 2-shot kill. Like I said, I don't really use shotguns, so I wouldn't be able to tell you how this one is on the field. It's supposed to be good. It's a shotgun. Why not? The Haymaker 12. I have used this one, and it's not that bad. It has a fast fire rate, which I like. It kind of reminds me of the AA-12, if you're familiar with the AA-12. That's basically what comes to mind when I see this gun. It isn't that bad. If you like shotguns, then you probably wouldn't mind this. And then lastly, we have the Argus, which is more of a KSG. It reminded me of the KSG since it has the longer range on it, which the KSG did, especially if you put long barrel on it. So that's basically what came to mind with this. It's a lever action, which is nice. And deadly accurate, yeah, like it says. Moving on to light machine guns. I actually really like the light machine guns on here. They might not get all mad about people killing them with the LMGs, which I haven't found too much yet. But they still can, because it's still unfreaking believable size clip, except for the Gorgon. That's actually only 50 bullets. So the BRM is a fully automatic light machine gun, strong damage with balanced recoil. I have used it. It's not bad. I actually don't mind it that much. It's a pretty good gun. I actually like all the LMGs so far inside here. The Gorgons, yeah, I like the Gorgon too. I never used the 48 Dredge though. So that's a good LMG. If you like LMGs in all of the other Call of Duties, then you probably still like them. Moving on, we got the Dingo, which is a full auto light machine gun, fast fire rate with moderate recoil. This is also one of my favorite LMGs. First one I actually started using because I picked it up from a bot, and it was pretty good. I actually really liked it and enjoyed it. It was accurate even when you hit fired. It's pretty nice. Next we have the Gorgon or Gorgon or something like that. It's spelled like Gorgon, so I'm going to just say Gorgon. It's a full auto heavy machine gun. Notice it's a heavy machine gun, but it's inside the light machine guns category. But you know what? Who cares? It's good enough for me. It's a 2-shot kill at a slow fire rate, so it's actually really powerful, and I have seen that, but it makes up with the low fire rate. No, it doesn't really make up with the low fire rate, but it makes it more even with the low fire rate. It makes it more realistic to something that Treyarch would make, or any Call of Duty would make. By making it more powerful, they take away the speed of which it shoots. Which is why sniper rifles are so powerful, especially bolt action. The 48 Dredge is a 6-round auto burst machine gun. Never used it because it never really perked my interest, especially since it's a burst light machine gun. Each burst fires at a rapid fire rate, so for all I know, this could be a really good gun, and I just don't see anything with it. Yeah, try it out. Try out all the guns. See which one you like most. Next, moving on to sniper rifles. The first one that you get, excuse me. First sniper rifle that you get inside the game is called the Jicon. It is a semi-automatic sniper rifle, and it eliminates enemies with 2 body shots or 1 shot to the head. Hold shift while aiming down sights to get a steady aim. Holding shift will depend on what you have set up for your controls and what you're playing on. It's a decent rifle. The thing that pops into my mind when I see it is the Dragunov, but I have no idea if it's anywhere close. I actually never used this gun, The only sniper I did use was the Locust, and I think I used the SVG 100, which is kind of sort of boss. If you can get a hit off it, it is basically done for if you hit them. I'll talk about that when I get to it though. So I have nothing much to say. It's probably not like the Dragunov. The only reason why it pops into my head is because the wood. That's really the only reason why it pops into my head. I haven't really seen any sniper rifle that has wood on it in Call of Duty that wasn't a Dragunov. Oh no, I think they did have a few, especially the older Call of Duties. I don't know. It just pops into my mind. Moving on to Locust, which is the only bolt-action sniper rifle that's inside this game. But I give it that. It's a decent sniper rifle. I don't mind it that much. Quick scoping is good and bad inside this game. It depends. I don't think that they were going for quick scoping. But it's not the hardest thing in the world to do. Just people moving around at fast rates and all that kind of stuff gets to you. The thing that's kind of makes it a little bit easier is they have this neon cross that's dead center inside the crosshairs when you aim down the sight, so nice and useful. It's a one-shot kill to the chest and above, hold shift while aiming down sights steady. It's a good gun. Bolt's a little bit slow, but you could always get fast mags or whatever it is. I don't know what attachment it is, some attachment. Going on, we have the P06. P06 is a sniper rifle, a burst sniper rifle, which never really caught my interest. Charge up to fire a deadly 3-round burst, so you charge it up apparently. I don't know, I never used it. Never perked my interest in with that other light machine gun. Hold shift to aim down sights, so yeah, I have absolutely no idea how that one is. Moving right along because it's been 22 minutes. The SVG 100. This is probably one of the best sniper rifles I've seen in any game. Well, I'm not going to say the best, but the most powerful sniper rifle that I so far seen in a Call of Duty game. All it takes is one shot from the hip or above. So basically, you have a destined shot if you're shooting at their body. It's basically a destined shot of death if you hit them. Which is pretty nice. It's how the 50 cal should be. You should just shoot and they're gone. Done for. No idea why that's working out so well inside the previous Call of Duties, but this gun is amazing. It's a bolt action? I didn't actually know that. I guess technically it is, but it has no bolt. It's a boltless bolt action. That's exactly what it is. A boltless bolt action. That's what I'm classifying it as, because there's absolutely no bolt action going on. It's charging up. That's how I would describe it. Charging up is the only word to describe how that works. But that is apparently that's more powerful than this, and this was pretty crazy powerful. So try this one out. It is. See if it does keep its word. Let's go on. Let's pick an assault rifle. Let's go with the ICR. And I want to go over attachments real quick, and it's been 23 minutes already. It's a pretty long video. Let's go over how, let me go through secondaries first. Pistols, we have the MR6, which is like the 5.7, kind of, if you remember that. We have the RK5, which would be like the B23R. It would be like, notice I say all these would be like, but they're not. They're completely different, and you just have to check them out. I'm just comparing what you would think of, I guess. The LCAR-9 would be like, what is the cat? The cat from Black Ops 2. That's what that would be like. Going into launches, we have the XM53, which is the one and only non-lockable free fire type of launcher that comes with the 2 rocket capacity. Pretty nice. People charge around with it and want to shoot you, and it annoys me sometimes, but nothing that I can do about that. The Black Cell, which requires a lock-on, and I don't really use it, but it has a 4 rocket ammo capacity, so pretty nice. Specials, unfortunately, no crossbow, no ballistic knife, nothing special like that, just a combat knife. Why they have a combat knife in there? Why? I don't know. Why is it when you don't have any weapons, you have your fists out of everything? Black Ops 2, when you didn't have a weapon selected, your secondary was a knife. Here, you have to manually select if it's going to be a knife. If it's not a knife, then it's your fists. I guess it's not too bad. Hold up, let me select, I'll select that. Select that. Picky. Let's go over the optics. The optics, we have the reflex, which would be the normal red dot for here. You could customize the reticle and stuff. The BOA, well, we'll go in order. The recon, which is the ACOG. The Verox 3, which would be the zoom. I guess that's as specific as it gets inside Black Ops 2. Zoom. And it adds its own scope and thing. That's basically what this is. The BOA3, which is a biometric object analyzer. This is like the IMS, I think. Either that or the target finder. It's going to be one or the other. I think it's more like a target finder. And then it just highlights the people. Then they have thermal. Thermal's kind of sort of self-explanatory. It's thermal. ELO, which is my favorite. It's kind of sort of like it emits a light. To describe how it works, it emits a light that's a little dot, like a hologram. It emits that in dead space in between those two little prongs right here. Right there, those two. It emits a light right between those, and it's basically a hovering dot. I actually really do like it. Anyways, get out of there. I'll select something. I'll select that. I'll select that. Going on to all the attachments, you have Quick Draw. Now, let's keep this in mind. Every attachment has its own look to it. It changes something about the gun, making it a little bit more custom, a little bit personal, a little bit more how you want it. You have Quick Draw, changes your grip, it makes you aim down the sights faster. Grip, it reduces recoil while aiming down the sight, which is what grip's normally used for. Suppressor, which is no mini-map signatures when firing, and reduced muzzle flash. Pretty nice. High caliber, yeah, just high caliber. It makes it that way headshots do increase damage. I don't know why chest shots don't, but I'm sure it does because its overall damage is increased. Stock, it lets you move faster while aiming down the sights. It's actually kind of useful. I use it quite some. Laser sight, it adds a laser. And it increases hip fire. Accuracy. FMJ makes it that way your full metal jacket, if you didn't know what FMJ stands for. Increased bullet penetration and damage against score streaks, apparently, and just score streaks in general. But it also has an increased bullet penetration, meaning that you can shoot through walls and it does more damage after it shoots through the wall. Fast mags let you reload faster. It's kind of sort of self-explanatory. Extended mag lets you carry more bullets inside your clip. That looks like a pretty cool extended mag, to be honest with you. Long barrel has an increased range. And rapid fire increases the rate of fire like it would normally. Let's just smack on a couple of these here. I'll stop waiting now to load. Put on FMJ and long barrel. Oh yeah, okay. I'll just keep it at that. Moving on to pistol optics and all that kind of stuff. You have just the reflex and the ELO, which I already described. Attachments, you have Quick Draw, which adds a pretty cool looking kind of sort of grip thing to your pistol. You have a suppressor, you have a laser sight, you have high caliber, which just makes the hammer different. Why that makes it high caliber all of a sudden, I don't know. FMJ, fast mag, extended mag, long barrel, and dual wield, which allows you to carry more than two pistols, but you can't aim down the sights. That's the only disadvantage. Let's go back. I described all that. Going over the lethals, you have frag, semtex, strip mine, thermite, combat axe, and C4. That is the normal type of grenade. You could cook it stuff. Semtex, you could throw. and it sticks. Trip mine you could throw anywhere. You could throw it onto a wall, throw it onto the ground, throw it onto the ceiling. And it's basically like your bouncing Betty that can be thrown anywhere. Thermite is like a thermal grenade. You throw it and it's incendiary, I guess would be the word. Combat axe would be the retrievable axe, the tomahawk basically. C4 would be plastic explosive detonated remotely by double tapping E, or I don't know if it still works, but if you tap the grenade button for after you threw all them and you tape the normal grenade button for throwing the grenade, after you do that it should explode and detonate it also. Let's go into tacticals. You have concussion, which disorients the enemies and makes them slow movements. Smoke screen makes smoke. EMP, electromagnetic pulse, and it takes down all electronics and changes the HUD a little bit. Trophy system makes it that way. Any lethals, tacticals, and explosives within 10 meters, it will destroy. And then a shock charge is like a self-detonating kind of motion sensor, I guess you could say. Type a proximity triggered mine that electrically stuns enemies. Yeah, I should just read the description. Flashbang blinds the enemies and impairs hearing. And a black hat takes control of enemy score streaks and equipment. Powerful score streaks requires 2 users to breach, then hack. Hacking speed increases when aiming at the target center. Okay. That was a joy time to read. You have all your perks. Afterburner, you can read that. Pause and read. Perk 2. Perk 3. And then wild cards. Greed, you can take a second perk. Greed for perk 2 takes, have number 2 perk, number 3 perk slot. And then primary gunfighter allows you to have 1 additional attachment. Overkill lets you take 2 primary weapons as a secondary weapon, or take 1 secondary weapon as your primary weapon. Secondary gunfighter lets you take a second attachment onto your second rifle. Tactician allows you to take 2 tactical grenades. Take a tactical grenade in place of your lethal, so it gets rid of your lethal grenades and any of that stuff altogether, and it lets you put another different tactical in. Primary gunfighter 2 lets you go another step in getting another attachment. Danger close lets you take a second lethal grenade. And primary gunfighter 3 lets you have 3 extra attachments, but you still have to have all of these on at the same time. And it allows you to unlock all 3 of these bottoms, so you can have a crazy amount of attachments, which I actually kind of like. Anyways, finally we're done with that. That took up like 20 minutes of the time. Let's move on to specialist real quick. Specialist is like your character and the special ability that comes with it. They're considered specialist. They have their own little ability that charges up after time and or kills. Kills will boost up like a percentage, like if it's at 50%, then it might be at like 5 or 10% after you get that kill. Anyways, I'll go over them. The names are going to be right there. You can read it right underneath there. Pause if you want to read. I'll just quickly go through. Every one of these characters have a different background. As you could tell, I had a different background as soon as I went into this game. It changed from the one that was previous inside the main menu. And that's because I have a different specialist. I have all the specialists inside here. So, I could basically choose whatever one that I want. I like that one the most, so I picked that one. Okay. Now let's go into what you can do with the specialist. You can go inside here, you can customize their head. You can get different heads from the black market. But you have all the everything for your characters inside custom games. So you have the Assassin, Arctic, and all these. I'm not going to go through every single one, but I'll just do a quick overpass of them. All those different kinds. Then you could showcase a weapon. You can only showcase weapons that are unlocked, that you have purchased with your coins that you earn every time that you rank up. If you're familiar with Black Ops 2 and how that worked, that's how this works with your coins and that kind of stuff. Taunts and gestures, I couldn't really tell you too much, but that probably does like different animations and stuff when people look at your character. Anyways, let's back out of that, quickly go over score streaks, and then I'm pretty sure that I can start wrapping this up after 35 minutes. It's going to take forever to export and upload. You have the HCXD, which is just like the RCXD, just more advanced, and it hovers. Fun. You have a UAV, unmanned air vehicle, I think is what that means. And that basically scans, swipes the minimap, and dots everybody that doesn't have the score streak ghost. Basically, that is what it does. And then care package, it drops a random score streak from a helicopter. Helo. Counter UAV makes it that way they cannot look at their radar basically anymore. The dart, I have absolutely, it's apparently to pilot an anti-personnel drone. A guardian is a placeable dish that protects a cone of microwave radiation, because you know microwaves could kill you. I've been cooking your food for so long. Never even seen it. It's been in your house the whole time. That stuns and impairs enemies. Lightning strike launches a target. Airstrikes going, and then they go boom. Yeah, I'm done with that. And then you have Hailstorm, which is a remote controlled missile that you could also release cluster bombs. Notice, well, I actually don't really like this one anymore. This game takes a little bit longer to lock on. It feels a little bit harder to move. All that kind of stuff. And I like how Black Ops 2 had it. Hardened Sentry I actually found to be pretty cool. It has its own shield and all that kind of stuff, because you know aesthetics are everything when it comes to war. Then you have the Serbius, which is supposed to be like the AGR, just instead this is the track and this is the turret. The turret can therefore like lift up like that. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I've seen it before. I've seen somebody else have it, but I have absolutely no idea. Could also be remote controlled though. You could also personally control it, or you could just leave it do its own thing. You know, get more points by doing that. Rolling Thunder, it's basically like a carpet bomb, if you're familiar with that from Black Ops 1, I think is what it was considered, a carpet bomb. And then, I don't know if it is or not. And then, what's it called? The Warthog, that's it. If you're familiar with the Warthog from Black Ops 2, this is what that is, just it doesn't come in like 5 times and swoops down and does it. It's just one steady roll of bomb, 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 all over the map, wherever you please, basically. The Talon is one of my favorite. I have it selected right now. It's basically a remote-controlled personal assistant drone that's basically right there. It could also be controlled personally. Family's back. The Wrath, I have absolutely no experience with, but I'm pretty sure that this is just like the stealth chopper from Black Ops 2. Aerial stealth hovering thing that looks like the Hornet from the Halo series. And yeah, it's a different. It has a defensive flak drone and stealth capability. I don't know. And they have the Hatter, a high altitude telemetry and reconnaissance aircraft. This is basically like your orbital VSAT from Black Ops 2. It lets you know exactly what direction they are looking on the minimap, where they are, and all that kind of cool nifty stuff. The Raps is what they completely took off of Battleship. If you've seen the movie Battleship, yeah, this is where it's from. No. Battleship's where it's from. This is who took it. If you remember those little spinny ball thingies from Battleship, that's what that technically is. It just doesn't have this awesome whip thing that comes out, and it also self-destructs. But they lay down like 50 of them, and it's hectic. Power core is like your EMP system that basically shocks every last one of them, but I think that it's placeable instead of overall, and it can only be in a certain distance or something like that. I'm not quite sure how it works. The GI unit, which actually looked very interesting to me, it's a heavily armed general infantry unit robot. Can be set to guard mode to protect the owner, or set to patrol mode to defend a designated location. It actually sounds really cool, but I never got to use it because I never got enough kills. But it actually does sound pretty cool, so I have that selected. Mothership is supposed to be like the VTOL, if you remember that from Black Ops 2, or the one helicopter that has all those missiles and stuff, yeah, that you can self-control. I'm pretty sure that it's like that from Black Ops 1, if you're familiar with Black Ops 1. That's all I can really say about that. It's your own little your own little personal flying vehicle that flies around the map. I don't know, I never actually used it, but you shoot things down, gun them, and rocket them, and do whatever feels best. Codcaster is a setting that just lets you spectate. Anyways, I think that wraps it up from here. I talked about a little bit of everything inside a nice 42-minute everything, and look at that, I'm ranked 7, never mind, I forgot I ranked up today. So, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, I would appreciate that. If you have a question, comment below, and I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it. If I don't know if I recommend Black Ops 3 for PC users quite yet, but it's still a good game, and if you liked Black Ops 2, then you probably like most of this. If you liked Advanced Warfare just a little bit, not a huge bit, but just a little bit, then I also recommend it. If you're in between deciding whether you should buy it or not, then you'd probably be best to hold off just to see where it goes from here. But if you're for sure gonna buy it, then go right ahead and buy it. That's what I did, and I've been having fun with it. I don't really regret anything so far. There's just been bugs from here and there that I actually never found, but apparently other people did, so I'm just on the lookout. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys get Black Ops 3. If you want to play Black Ops 3 at all on PC with me, go ahead and leave a comment below saying that you would like to play Black Ops 3 with me. If you go to my channel and you're on a computer, then in the up where my little channel art is, down in the right corner, there's going to be a little Steam icon. You see the little Steam icon. You click on that. That takes you right to my account information and all that kind of stuff. You can send me a friend request. I'll accept any friend requests that I get as of right now, as long as it doesn't get too hectic. So just keep in mind that I might not always be on. I don't know if that's exactly what I wanted to go with, but it's what I'm going to go with. Like I said before though, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you dudes in the next video.